Hello, everybody. I'm Nancy Mazo, Notably Nancy YouTube channel. On my channel, I share my over 40 years of teaching experience to help you be the best online teacher that you can be. If you're a subscriber, welcome back. If you're new, please subscribe and welcome to our community. So, how do you encourage your online students effectively? Here are my top 5 tips to rock your online classes and retain your students like a pro. Stay till the end to find out about next week's contest. Let's get to it. Tip number 1, make sure that your praise is specific. For example, let the student know specifically what he or she did. So for example, instead of saying, wow, great job, awesome, you might want to say, wow, Bao Bao, that was excellent reading. Or Alice, I like the way you answered my question in a full sentence. Excellent. Tip number 2, very important. Gear your praise to the age and personality of your student. Okay, for example, if you have a shy student, over the top would be uncomfortable. Wow, great job, high five, high five, high five, high five, high five. And the student could be looking at you if they're a little shy or reserved, like a deer in the headlights, like, what's with this person? What's with this teacher? Okay, on the opposite end of the extreme, if you've got a really active, energetic student, if you say, wow, nice job, great sentence, you're not going to really catch their attention. They're not going to hear you. So make sure you really gear your praise to the age and personality of your student. Okay, tip number 3 is really related to tip number 2. Tip number 3, also very important, make sure that your rewards are appropriate to the age and personality of your student. Okay, for example, I have one generic one that I use if I don't know the students yet, and keep in mind that a 9-year-old student could be a mature student or an immature student, and I found that especially with preteens, you don't want to show a reward that they would consider babyish because it's going to be a real turnoff. So I want to share this one reward that I use, and I know there are many, but when I don't know one of my students or it's a new student, I like to use from Google Slides the Dino Yays and Praise reward. Okay, special shout out to Megan Locke, who designed this reward and also is a moderator and administrator and has designed awesome rewards. Google Slides, Slide Kick. Now, theoretically, you could use, and some teachers do use these slides right on their Manicam or their Cam Twist. Okay, I'm not able to do that because the capacity of my computer kind of gets hung up with that. So I have these loaded on my cell phone. I've got about 50 different rewards and I could switch them pretty quickly and easily. Use this reward with level 1 through level 7, okay, and every age likes it. Here's how it works. I want to show you kind of the first and second slide. Tap, and here comes dino number 1, yay, yay, yay. And I tap it again, and the star comes, and then I say, you get a star, and I reward a star. At the end, as summary, okay, they got 5 dinos, and they got 5 stars. And here you have this, you tap it again, this is tap number 5. And here come the dinos, all 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and the five stars. Okay, again, this reward is called Dino Yays and Praise if you're looking for it. That's a suggestion because there's thousands of rewards available. Okay, and right now, up, 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 I will put my link to keep track of your students like a pro in the corner. Okay, if you haven't watched that video yet, really take the time to do that because it's got some great tips for retaining students and keeping track of your students, and also is related to praise and encouragement. Okay, tip number 4, follow up your class with an e-card. Make sure that you are sending it at an appropriate China time because nobody wants to get one of these at like their time 3 in the morning. Okay. Student Melinda, up in the top, you can see a little gift box. Okay, I press the gift box and it will bring me to send a gift. Okay, on the bottom it says send a card. I press send a card and I can choose from the cards below. There are cards for book me again, happy birthday, missed you, hope to see you soon. Their new one that they just put in is welcome back for the new school year. Okay, and I press it. For example, this one says, Dear Melinda, are you excited for the new semester? I sure know I am. Let's study hard and learn a lot together this fall. I'll do my best to help you become even better at English. Nancy YZW. Okay, so it will sign your name, and I think it really helps kids and parents feel encouraged and appreciated. Okay, tip number 5 is my dino in the chat box that I love to use for a reward, and here's how it works. Okay, if you can see right here, there are 6 dinos, okay, and they all have a message. This is in the chat box. When you, at the bottom of the chat box, you can send a message, or there's a little thumbs up icon. If you press the thumbs up icon, it will bring you these 6 dinos, but I'm just letting you know, depending on what the student's computer capability is, it might just give you an option of 2. You can see here, this is one I use a lot. It says, wow, wow, wow. I use my dino and I say, Melinda, wow, wow, wow. You did a great job. Here comes dino in the chat box. Now, when you click dino in the chat box, double check. You may need to click it again for it to really show. Okay, and the other thing I want to show you is this is how those rewards look in the chat box. Okay, and on the 6 rewards, they have some really specific ones. Okay, here you could see the wow. Here you can see great reading. They have great sentence, and I really think it's a great tool to make use of. So again, a summary of the tips. Tip number 1, make sure your praise is specific. Number 2, gear your praise to the age and personality of your student. Number 3, make sure your rewards are age appropriate. Okay, tip number 4, follow up with an e-card. And tip number 5, make use of the dino in the chat box as an extra reward if you feel like that would work for your student. What about the contest? What about the contest? Here's the news. I'm having a contest next week for next week's video. I want to know what subjects or questions that you have that you'd like me to cover. Okay, so I've made approximately 30 videos now with tips and tricks of what I think is important to cover. And if you have any things that I have not covered, any subjects, topics, trending issues, send me an email to notablynancy@gmail.com. Okay, if I choose your question and make a video about it next week, you'll receive a special gift from me. So again, I want to say happy teaching, have a great week, and see you again next week. Bye. Think about and write me an idea for our contest.